Так. Йдемо далі. По завданню. Сейчас, стоп. Ну можемо скіпнути. Вийде чи ні. Так, тут є костюм Майя. Я хотів би глянути, скільки нам не вистачає. Бо я начебто все повідкривав. Так, ладненько. Отражает все, ну увидим. У нас тут 70 координаты и 405. Ага, в самом углу острова. Это значит где-то вот здесь. Деревом. А вот под вот этим деревом. Так, ладно. Ну, тут же ж по факту. А ну еще раз. От лодки. Сломанной лодки. Ну, оно где-то вот здесь должно быть. Да.
Jesus, Ade, what the hell happened here?
You happened here, Edward. The damage you caused 6 years ago has not been undone.
I'm not an easy man to call a friend, am I? Is that why you're here?
To fight beside a man so driven by personal gain and glory is a hard thing, Edward. And I have come to feel the assassins and their creed a more honorable course. Have I been unfair?
No. For years I've been rushing around, taking whatever I fancied, not giving a tinker's curse for those I hurt. And yet here I am, with riches and a reputation, feeling no wiser than when I left home. Yet when I turn around, look at the course I've run. There's not a man or woman that I love left standing beside me.
There is time to make amends, Captain Kenway.
Mary. Before she died, she asked me to do good by her, to sort out the mess I made. Can you help me?
Mary was fond of you, Edward. She saw something in your bearing that gave her hope you might one day fight with us.
Aye. She told me.
And what do you think of our creed?
It's hard to say. For if nothing is true, then why believe anything? And if everything is permitted, why not chase every desire?
Why, indeed.
It might be that this idea is only the beginning of wisdom, not its final form.
That's quite a step up from the Edward I met here many years ago. So what do you think?
It'll take some getting used to.
The second attack this month, I should have moved this village long ago.
I brought all this upon you years ago, but I will stand by you now.
It will take more than a few favors to call yourself a true assassin, Edward.
One thing at a time, mate.
Нажать F находить над целью, а если что завершить все это дело можно, удерживая F и управляя клавишами, ее повесить. Угу. Так, а теперь мы можем изготовить сумки. Чем я сразу бы занялся. И сразу хотя пару штук сделал бы. Хватит. Да, делай как я, но... А, вот так, значит, да? Довольно-таки прикольно. Я тупо свой же спихнул. Это нормально? Ну, мне реально тупо взял свой же спихнул. Блядь, зря ты так делаешь. Ты его ног, да? Уже бегать не будешь. Так, и нам дальше в ту сторону.
Good to see you here, brother. Swift and clean. Merciful kills are all they deserve.
Блин, Шингал вообще имба получается. Что не состоят? Походу подвисли чуть-чуть, да? Ну ладно. А, сбить солдат еще не надо, да? Полдела.
Edward, find the men to make this attack. Finish him off.
That coward is hiding aboard his ship.
Бамс. Так, думаю, вот этого убиваем и хватит. Дальше, думаю, не справится. Да, что-то их многовато. Ладно. Блядь, книга ебаная ушла. Бамс первый. И второй. Сейчас Шиндал будет в помощи. Даже без него. Есть контакт.
Janumut awol yetel abishan. And once more you have our thanks, Edward. You are welcome here.
Thank you, sir. I'll rest here for a time before setting out, if I may. How's her child?
She is a strong woman, but not invincible.
Edward,
I'm sorry for your loss.
if I'd stayed in prison, they'd have taken him from me. He'd now be alive. Maybe this is God's way of saying I'm not fit to be a mother yet. Carrying on like I do. Cursing, drinking, fighting.
You are a fighter, aye. In prison, I heard stories of the infamous Anne Bonny and Mary Read taking on the King's Navy together. Just the pair of you.
It's all true. Anne would have won that day if Jack and his lads were passed out in the hold from drink. Edward. Everyone's gone, aren't they? Mary, Raccoon, Touch, all the rest. I miss them so. Rough as they were. Do you feel that too? All empty inside?
I do. Devil curse me. I do. I know my targets by sight well enough. But how will I find them?
We have spies and informants in every city. Visit our bureaus and the assassins there will guide you.
That fixes Torres and Rogers. But Bartholomew Roberts won't be near any city. Might take months to find him.
Or years. But you're a man of talent and quality, Captain Kenway. I believe you will find him.
And if you're at a loss, do not be afraid to call on your quartermaster for aid.
Quartermaster! What's our present course?
Due west, Captain, if it's still Kingston we're sailing for.
It is indeed, Miss Bonnet. Call it out.
Weigh anchor and let fall the courses, lads! We're sailing for Jamaica!
How does it feel to bark so loud?
I've barked louder, and to men twice as rough.
Tending bar at the old aviary, you mean?
Among other places. And I sailed with Mary and Rackham for a time, remember?
Of course.
Mary did most of the captaining, Jack did most of the drinking.
Did Mary... Did she ever tell you who it was that fathered her child?
It was a young fella. Sailed with us on that last voyage. Poor lad was killed fighting beside us. The only man not too drunk to stand up for himself.
There was so much about her I didn't know. I called her a friend. But was I one in return?
She thought the world of you, Edward. I've no worries about that.
Well, that's good to hear.
Я думал, они будут подольше как-нибудь общаться. Можем, в принципе, или доплыть. Да давайте уже тогда доплывем. Тут фигню плыть. Думаю, по чуть-чуть какой-нибудь характер или предыстория будет раскрываться в разговорах. А так, короткий, но понятно. Ну, мы уже почти, ну так как почти уже продвигаемся к концу. У нас 82% завершения. Ну, я бы еще в реальность вышел бы, пооткрывал бы, взломал бы все компьютеры. Посмотрим, что оно будет. Но если тут начнется 12-й акт, то надо выходить, потому что он как вроде последний. Хотя там же надо нам будет и Робертса, и тех двух типов поубивать. Типа этого детка, тамплиера. У меня остальных двух. Поэтому особо как-то не повлияет. Мы же не сможем всех троих за раз убить.
Captain Kenway,
You have something for me?
the present whereabouts of the Templar Woods Rogers. He is attending a small political function, so do it clean.
The word is King George is calling Rogers back to London.
Aye, not happy with his progress in Nassau.
Still too many pirates roaming about from what I hear.
You'll need a disguise to fool the powderheads at this party. I suggest the visiting diplomat, Ruggiero Ferraro. He's been on our list for some time.
Understood. Will you send this to England for me?
Aye, the ship leaves tomorrow.
Caroline Scott Kenway, Hawkins Lane, Bristol.
by the file.
Интересное задание. Убить его с крыши из стоги сена. Где этот сток сена должен найти?
There is no beauty to this city. You walk your streets like animals, like cattle with no sense of decorum.
Именно сток сена. Ни кусты, ничего подобного. Сейчас попробуем.
Idiots. You are all idiots. How you English believe you can subdue the world is beyond me.
О, блин, я, конечно, дурачок. Прям вообще без палева. Надо было смог кинуть.
Va bene. I am ready. We go.
Ну да ладно.
Buongiorno. How are you, my friend? Looks like fun.
По крайней мере, я теперь знаю, куда нам надо.
There is no beauty to this city. No expression of joy. No aesthetic plan. You walk your streets like animals. Like cattle with no sense of decorum.
Would only ever see.
Idiots. You are all idiots. How you English believe you can subdue the world is beyond me.
Ну, ему, скорее всего, балла.
Ah, praise God for imported wines. Who can drink rum more than...
В смысле? Я же задание выполнил. Чё за приколы? Высветилось убить?
Va bene. I am ready.
О, вот. Вот этот я прикол не понял. От слова совсем. Очень странно.
There is no beauty to this city. No expression of joy. No aesthetic plan. You walk your streets like animals. Like cattle with no sense of decorum. Yes, right.
принципе, так рассматриваю броню. Как-то, ну, типа такое себя выглядит. Формой больше похоже, как откуда-то, как в обсерватории, типа. Ну, внешне похоже. По факту, как они есть, кто его знает.
Ah, praise God for imported wine.
Ну, убить. Маус. А сейчас все зашибись.
Salve. Forgive the lateness of my arrival. I am Ruggiero Ferraro.
Aye, Mr. Ferraro. Not a problem.
Ladies and gentlemen, a toast to my brief tenure as Governor of the Bahamas. No less than 300 avowed pirates took the king's pardon and swore fealty to the crown. And yet, for all my successes, His Majesty has seen fit to sack me and call me home to England. Brilliant! God bless the fucker! Therefore, hooray! Hooray for the ignoble and ignorant
На скамью бить.
who rule the world with sticks up their asses! Hooray!
Зависит от того, где он будет ходить.
What we have here is a failure to communicate.
Правильно?
I say, that's a
Good day,
smart-looking
friends.
outfit.
Carry on.
But it can't be comfortable in this heat.
I haven't the faintest idea, and I don't intend to inquire any further. We separated almost 5 years ago, and both our lives have been the better for it.
Forgive my curiosity, Governor.
Perhaps I'll be more candid later, when the remainder of my reason has left.
Да, он все-таки тут идет. Значит, можно спокойно это сделать.
He was a privateer once. How is it you lack so much respect for sailors only trying to make their way in this world?
You couldn't possibly understand my motives, cretin! You have spent a whole lifetime dismantling everything that makes our civilization shine.
But I do understand. I've seen the observatory, and I know its power. You'd use that device to spy and blackmail and sabotage.
Yes. And yet all for a greater purpose. To ensure justice. To snuff out lies and to seek truth.
There's no man on earth who needs that power.
Yet you suffer the outlaw Roberts to use it.
No. I'm taking it back. And if you tell me where he is, I'll stop the man.
Here at the edge of a blade, I find a friend in you at last.
Principe, you mad bastard. Our best sources say Principe.
I've got to hide! Is it a revolt? What's happened?
It's done.
Where now?
Grab your kit and pack well. We're sailing for Africa.
Так, теперь нам надо на лодку. Чем мы не можем переместиться? Так, вот лодка. Так, сразу... Нет, тут нет. Ну ладно.
Give me some speed! Stop!
Who's the mate?
Use all! Iron Hunter! Now's all but me!
Stop you!
Пошли в холл. Я не могу. Надо этот такой миленький голосок, конечно. Непривычно, что отдавали, нету. А у нас теперь женщина-квартмейстер.
Captain! Here's one still kicking!
Who did this?
It were a large vessel, the Royal Fortune.
Roberts.
Offered no quarter, didn't say nothing.
dare you?
I have a clear shot!
Captains aboard! Man on canvas! Let's move!
On your mark, Captain!
Ease off the wind!
Careful of that mortar fire!
I'll get it out! That's out! Let's get moving! Ready to fire!
I got us covered!
No. There's a device with him that needs taking. I'll have to board her myself.
Man the guns! There's more fodder for you coming! How can I not be impressed by the attention you paid me? May the best of we two sing praises of the second!
A merry life and a short one, as promised. How well I know myself. And what of you, Edward? Have you found the peace you seek?
I'm not aiming so high as that. For what's peace but a confusion between two wars?
Oh, you're a stoic then. But perhaps I was wrong about you. She might have had some use for you after all.
She? Of whom do you speak?
Oh, she who lies in wait, entombed. I had hoped to find her, to see her again, to open the door of the temple and hear her speak my name once more.
Talk sense, man.
I was born too soon, like so many others before.
Where's the device, Roberts?
Destroy this body, Edward. The Templars. If they take me...
Так, дальше. Пошли. Я так понял, он говорил про Робана, который с нами общался до этого в Северной. Скорее всего, он про нее говорил. Ну, это мое подозрение. Вся зона красная. Значит, нам лучше не попадаться, да?
Captain Kenway. I'm assuming this is the friendliest face you've seen since dropping anchor?
Is Havana under curfew on my account?
Aye. Torres seems to think someone's coming after him.
He's not wrong.
A monkey-looking thing? Is that what I think it is?
Aye. Watch. Through the blood of the governor, we can see through his eyes.
That's by the church.
Keep this safe. Just in case.
I'll be at the bureau. Good luck.
Так, ну пошли. За Торресом. Не попал. Так, ну мы в принципе с этой стороны можем залезть, да? А нам на саму церковь надо или нет? Вот это интересный вопрос. Вопрос довольно-таки интересный. Так, и где может быть? Здесь вот там, где вот больше всего места. Вот здесь, наверное. Возле церкви. Блин, ее вокруг все бежать, что ли? Или вот у нас тут есть в самом верху что-то. Охранники повыходили. Куда? Куда ты сквозь? Легенда. Я понял. Принял. Там еще одно стадо есть. Все это, конечно, довольно-таки интересно. Но, возможно, мне в саму как-то церковь все-таки надо попасть. Но я сейчас вокруг все бегу, если его нету. Вот единственное, тут я место не смотрел. Но его здесь нет. Я ошибу. А, он тут был. Да, вот этот в доспехах это его самый большой приближенный.
Ya han enviado a la mayoría de la flota.
¿Estás cuestionando una orden directa, soldado?
No, señor, pero es que...
Bien.
Ya lo has oído. Asesinos.
Calla. Un rubor acaba con la confianza más rápido que una bala. Ni menciones a los asesinos.
He oído historias sobre ellos. Espero que te equivoques.
Ahí, vosotros dos. Cerrad esas bocas antes de que os las tenga que cerrar yo.
Señor, sí, señor.
Dios, ¿ahora qué?
Marcus! Oh, jeez! You bleeding animal!
Gracias, señor. Esos prisioneros.
¡Cállate! Bien, continuemos. Vosotros, seguidnos. Y esta vez no vayáis a meter la pata.
Ну, они и сено проверяют еще. Подозрительно к всему. Но неудивительно. Учитывая, сколько мы поубивали.
¡A vuestras posiciones!
Так, ну теперь нам надо внутрь. Избегайте стычек. Предлагаю попробовать с правой стороны зайти. Там вроде бы как наименьшее количество тамплиеров. Но вроде бы это не значит, что точно. Ты заберешься? Так. Теперь можем по стенке наконец-то залезть. Так, тут у нас один. Надо начать с какого-нибудь края. Так. Хорошо.
You're done, Torres. Christ. This again, eh? I can't score a hit like this.
Нет, так-то их убить вообще без проблем, просто как щит использовать. Чтобы он, конечно, был кольцо.
If you could speak, mate, it would gladden me to hear your side. You humbled me once, and I took that hard lesson, and I bettered myself. Die, knowing that for all of our conflict, you helped make a soldier out of a scoundrel. Leave this life for a lasting peace, down among the dead.
No lo
намного дешевле будет все это купить, чем тратить, блин, кости собирать. Намного дешевле и быстрее.
We got word Taurus left the city. Who were you chasing?
That vial was labeled Torres, but held the blood of his second. Where's he gone?
Left port this morning, heading west along the coast.
The observatory.
Will we follow?
Send word to Atabai. We've cornered our man.
Так. Нам теперь куда? Нам теперь аж сюда, да?
What's this Taurus doing looking for the observatory? When you're holding the treasure yourself?
Torres doesn't know I have it.
So why bring it to him and risk its capture?
I'd like him to know I have it, just before he dies.
Edward, there's a fleet blocking the cove we want.
Aye, the Armada. That's Torres and his men.
And you're going to do what, exactly?
Find our way past them.
Trouble blowing in! That's a man of war, sir! Their ancients are Spanish! They're all alone, sir! Await orders, sir! I'm Peter, sir! Who's on? Quick start for the win!
Guns to planks! Get the mainsails into the wind! Awaiting your mark, Captain! Guns to planks!
Race! We're gonna hit!
More sail! All sail!
No!
Who's this Taurus? And what's your man done to earn a death sentence?
He's a Templar, like Rogers and Hornigold. Men cooking up schemes to use the observatory for ill purposes. For power and control. The violence he'd cause with this thing would be subtle but heavy. Deadly, yet leaving no mark. Does that make sense?
Like, if there was a drought and people was thirsty, and one man had a large cask of water but gave a sip to none, he'd be a killer with no blood in his hands.
Aye, like that.
Fair enough.
No, they're here. Deep in the jungle.
soldiers just there. What shall we do? Jesus, look at all this. Corpses for miles.
They brought every ounce of menace they had.
Spaniards up ahead.
¡Apresadlo cuanto antes! ¡Puedo abatirlo!
All so strange. What is it?
Later, Anne. I'll tell you all when this is finished.
Holy Mother of God. Is this the place we've come to see?
Aye. Stand watch here, and let none follow.
Fit for another dozen fights, aye.
Tengo línea de tiro. Tengo línea de tiro. ¡No! No dejéis huecos. ¡Puedo darle! ¡Lo tengo encañonado! ¡Es mío! ¡No escapará! ¡Puedo darle! ¡Tengo línea de tiro! ¡Es mío! ¡Puedo darle! ¡Objetivo a la vista! ¡Flanqueando! ¡Oh, Dios, ayudadme! ¡Está aquí! ¡Matadlo!
So much you have not yet accomplished. I could show you things. Mysteries beyond any...
Captain Kenway, ever a splinter in my side. Does this murder fulfill you?
I'm only seeing a job done, Torres. As you'd have done with me.
As we have done, I think. You have no family anymore, no friends, no future. Your losses are far greater than ours.
That may be. But killing you rights a far greater wrong than ever I did.
You honestly believe that?
You would see all of mankind corralled into a neatly furnished prison, safe and sober, yet dulled beyond reason and sapped of all spirit. So with everything I've seen and learned in these last years, I do believe it.
You wear your convictions well. They suit you.
Torres awakened something fierce. Are we safe?
With the device returned, I believe so.
What do you call this place?
Captain Kenway's Folly!
Etsawolte su tukila. Ka wenen. We will seal this place and discard the key. Until another sage appears, this door will remain locked.
There were vials when I came here last. Filled with the blood of ancient men, Robert said, but they're gone now.
Then it's up to us to recover them, before the Templars catch wind of this. You could join us in that cause.
I will, but only after I fix what I mangled back home.
It arrived last week.
Походу, она уже женилась, завела новую семью. Пока ты тут годами скитался. Ну, по лицу похоже на это. Все, нас кидают из анимуса.
Wakey, wakey. I don't believe we've been formally introduced.
Да.
Not in this era, anyway. I wish I could explain all the strangeness, but there isn't much time. The short of it is, you saw my beloved Juno. And for a brief moment, I thought she might occupy this tender body of yours. But something went wrong. And now, she's back out there, adrift. Oh, she was magnificent once. One of a race of beautiful, wonderful creatures. They created your kind. Did you know that? Your people were tools to them. That's all you have ever been. That's all you should ever be. One day soon, I hope. For the world is nearly ready for her return. Wired. Prepared for a second coming. Uh-oh. Here they come. Those Templars. Or maybe assassins this time. Idiots. All of them. I envy you. It was her wish that I be here to greet her. It was her experiment that made it possible for my rebirth as one of these things.
Stay down! Get down on your back! Now! He's got a gun!
Guide me into the grave, beloved! I am your instrument!
Put the gun down! Drop it! Drop your weapon! Clear! Clear! Check his vitals. He's bleeding fast. Check the victim.
Are you okay? Can you hear me? Hello? Talk to me. You all right?
There you are. Thank God. I hope you feel well. You look good. Can you stand? Good. Try walking around. A doctor came by, said there wasn't anything to worry about. That the liquid in the syringe was far, far below a lethal dose. I feel terrible about all this. About everything. All our evidence pointed to you, but it was John all along. God, the things we found on his computer. Whatever you need, we'll provide. You've done an amazing job. Speaking of which, our trailer is finished. Would you like to see it? I owe you that much. There we go. I uploaded it to your database. You can watch it here or at your Animus. I think you'll love it. It really captures the essence of the era. Take care. And again, thank you.
In a world where pirates rule the waves, these men will discover that nothing is sacred and everyone is committed to rum, plunder, and women.
Hola, ladies.
This summer, Abstergo Entertainment invites you aboard for the adventure of a lifetime. So sharpen your cutlasses, shine your hooks, and sail with the devils of the Caribbean. This virtual experience is not being rated.
Так, ну теперь у нас...
And light.
Isn't that the battery? I think that's the battery. Hello? Hello? Ah, look, sorry about this. My name is Sean, and back there is Rebecca, my partner in crime.
Hello.
Bloody good work earlier, honestly, I mean it, delivering us all that data. It's really just too bad that our man on the inside was such a, how to put it? Fanatic. Fanatic is the best word, I suppose.
We take who we can get.
Exactly. Well put. We saw in John an opportunity to burrow deeper into Abstergo's cloud servers, and I'm not ashamed to say we took it. Not realizing, of course, that he was enlisting you to help him. And to blame, should anything go wrong. I suppose it all worked out very nicely in the end. Most of it, anyway.
Так, тут компьютер взломать можно. Понял. Боже мой. Чуть-чуть не хватает. Есть. Сколько нам там 10 компьютеров осталось повзламывать, да? И 3 заметки найти.
Our initial reports gave us hope that Enzio Auditori would serve as an ideal candidate for future Abstergo projects. His charisma, sexual magnetism, and wry humor gave him all the qualities of a leading man. However, his corruption by the Assassin Order robbed him of these qualities as he fell deeper and deeper into a spiral of revenge. Enzio was frequently known to articulate a passive acceptance of evil. He was also a man of ugly contradictions, one who preached free thought, yet traveled well beyond his home country to proselytize his corrupted creed. Just as he's doing here with this impressionable Chinese girl. Notice, too, that in his gestures and bearing there is still something of the old lecher in him. Enzio's entire personality is built around pure demagoguery, claiming his philosophy is about love when violence and coercion are his primary means of tackling problems. We have therefore come to the conclusion that Enzio Auditori da Firenze would be a risky character to develop.
John really wants to say is, if you're up for more hacking, we are too. John gave you level 3 security clearance before you died. You should use it. The assassins don't have the resources to pay you like the Templars do, but we'll make it worth your while.
Look, we should really cut it short, Bex. 20 seconds.
All right. Good luck.
Cheers, mate. And top-notch work, really top. Give yourself a pat on the back. And happy hacking.
Так, дошли мы к какой-то серверной. Это более-менее подходит. Отлично. Ой, опять эти линии долбаные. будет попадаться то, что нам не надо. Подождем чуток. Есть.
Our initial research into the life of Ratana Gaydon focused on a period spanning his late teens to his early 30s. But our researchers came away unimpressed by his calm and stoic demeanor, with occasional flashes of extreme anger. This was not the sort of leading man we felt comfortable endorsing. We decided, therefore, to delve into his early childhood, with the hope that scenes of pre-colonial America might hold some appeal. As you can see here, there is a certain naive charm and innocence to this young boy. Unfortunately, our researchers found this young man's story deeply problematic as well. For one, the omnipresence of the Mohawk culture lacks the balance necessary to tell the true story of America. And secondly, the Mohawk language would certainly be an issue for most of our audience. We therefore feel that although Ratana Tenkon's early life would be of some interest to our more educated viewers, it's unlikely that his story would appeal on a broader scale, being too foreign, as it were, to normal audiences. Our team recommends we pass on this property.
Там было вроде бы где что повзламывать. Сейчас увидим. Так, давай сначала пойдем направо. Так, в туалет нет. Сюда мы уже до этого спускались, но кто знает, все ли мы тут. Ну вот, не все. Повзламывали не все. Вот этот более подходит. Осталось только волны подобрать, да? Все. И опять сейчас удаленный взлом, да? Как без этого? Не, ну, с такой линии, блин, это просто звездец. Так, давай сверху. Есть. Так, визуализация у нас. Хейтем Кенвей, да? Так, тут мы были. А с той стороны вроде бы у нас уже ничего нету. Только как По сюжетке было предложение подняться, да? Да. Возвращаемся тогда наверх сейчас. Мы там, кстати, вроде бы компьютер взломали. А где остальные 10 искать, я в душе не гребу. Можно будет в холл спуститься. В принципе. Там тоже гляну. И нам еще 3 бумажки надо найти. Так, тут мы все позабирали. Пошли вниз. Спускаемся в холл. Так, а с той стороны мы вроде бы уже взламывали. Там камеры были.
Surrogate Initiative, Test Session 37, August 9th, 1981. Host, Eileen Bach, DNA sample SB1970.
Open! Good morning, Miss Kurtz. You look well, considering the circumstances. Are you rested? Have you eaten? Your friends are dead, Miriam. Bartel Schink and all his navios, his Edelweiss pirates. Executed for 5 counts of murder.
It has a trial. You must be proud.
There was no need! They were scum! All of them! You hear me? All of you are scum! Scum! Scum!
I see it so clearly now. He didn't break, did they? You have nothing.
Quiet, girl!
You don't have the artifact. If you did, you wouldn't be talking to me at all. Never use lace seat!
I said
never use lace seat! Never use lace seat!
Shut it down! Everything! Eileen, open your eyes. Can you hear me? Eileen! Eileen! Power's off! Get the position in here! Step aside, son! Eileen, talk to me. Can you open your eyes? Clear! Oh, God. No response.
All right. Notes towards a speech in honor of Dr. Eileen Bach's premature retirement. When I first learned of Dr. Bach's unfortunate accident, I couldn't help but feel a great sense of loss at... No. Dr. Eileen Bach has and always will be a friend and colleague. When I first learned of her unfortunate accident, I was shocked, of course. To see any friend injured in such a way is deeply upsetting. And to further learn that her injuries were severe enough to force a premature conclusion to her brilliant career, well, I would not wish that fate on anyone. But, if there is any solace to be found in her accident, it may be this: that she was injured in service of her research, in service of work that she cherished most dearly. And it is due to her diligence that some of the mysteries of genetic memory have been further illuminated. And while it is true that work on her project, the Surrogate Initiative, as she called it, has been temporarily halted, the copious amount of work she has done over the past 3 years has been incredibly valuable. So while her work has been suspended for the time being, her legacy will most certainly live on. Quiet, Joan! Quiet!
Да, конечно. Над работой, которой она умерла. Точнее, ее убили. Ну, ладненько. Это такое. У нас тут вот 2 компьютера как раз есть. И останется всего ничего. Блин, ну я же нажал сразу 3 раза направо. Да, это просто звездец. Ой. Наконец-то. Ой, боже.
We are attempting to synchronize the DDS system. This will only take a moment. We are almost there. The DDS is now in sync. Thank you for your patience. We hope you enjoy your experience. Rudolf II invited many notable figures to his court, making Prague the center of European culture. Among them were Englishman Edward Kelly and his stepdaughter, Elizabeth Jane Weston. Observe her and report any alleged collusion.
Это все? Понял. Эти волны, они меня уже задолбали.
February 12, 1981. Qualitative personal interview with Subject 1 on ancestral research regarding Avalon de Grand Prix. How are you feeling? Any side effects?
Not really. Aside from the headaches. They've been worse since I started staying in longer. But I don't want to stop. I like her. I want to know what she does next.
What's it like? Reliving her memories.
So different. The Animus, I mean. The past. At first it was confusing. Distracting. Like New Orleans, the stench. I wasn't expecting all the smells.
Smell is the sense most directly linked to memory.
When I'm in her memories, it's like I can smell more than I usually can.
In general, women have a more acute sense of smell than men do. I had wondered how that would translate. Anything else?
Yeah. She's smaller than me, but it's like her body could do more.
Did that surprise you?
At first, yeah. The ERA people might hate me for this or whatever, but I don't usually think of girls that way. Climbing things. My mom, my sisters. The animal feeling of Aveline sinking her hidden blade into the throat of...
Go on.
It doesn't feel feminine. What I think of as feminine. But then at the same time it does. Her center of gravity is way lower. That was a surprise. How easy it is to land. How steady I am on her feet. Sorry. This is hard to talk about.
No, it's fascinating. This is what we need. Pure experience, in your own words.
Okay.
Can you tell me about Gerald Blunk?
What about him?
He and Avalon were close, but we haven't been able to ascertain if he might be your missing ancestor. Do her memories suggest anything to you? Does this make you uncomfortable? Remember, these are her memories. You're just playing them back. It's not even acting. You're a researcher.
Like you say, I haven't experienced her consummating anything. That would be... Anyway, I think maybe she was confused.
Oh.
Well, first of all, I don't really know for sure, okay? I mean, guys think about sex more than girls, right? That's a fact.
As a researcher, what did you observe?
Does it mean she's more like a guy if she thinks about... Is that why she's able to assassinate... Well, okay, here's the thing. I don't know her thoughts, but from what's in her memories, physically, the fidgeting, some hesitation, what she looked at, who she looked away from, the things she didn't say when I expected her to. If I had to guess what it meant, I would think she was thinking about sex. But I'm a guy, so I would think that, right? So what does it mean for women to act that way? It has to mean something else, right?
As a subject, you're able to observe more finely than I am in review. What about unwanted attention from men?
Well, I thought that would be the hardest thing to deal with. I'm not into that, for the record. Not at all.
Yes, I know.
But the way she dealt with it, it happens so often. It's like you stop noticing everything she does to avoid it. Crossing the street, eyes in the back of her head. She knew how to handle herself. When she was charming, felt kind of similar to killing. Or the build-up to killing. Can we take a break, Mr. Vidic?
Of course. Ready to go on?
Yes.
Evelyn was black.
And white. On her father's side.
You're sensitive to that?
I guess. I mean, I'm white. Evelyn looks black, so that's different. But you get used to it. Like with the girl thing. Until someone makes you not used to it.
What do you mean?
I don't think I've ever had to think so much about what I'm wearing or how I'm walking. But Evelyn, it's like she goes through her whole life in these uniforms.
People expect her to behave in a certain way.
Definitely. Sometimes I worry I'll slip up and play too relaxed at the warehouse and, I don't know, blow her cover.
You can't blow her cover.
I know. I'm just replaying the memories. I can't change them, I know. But I see it, right? It's a risk. It's...
stressful?
Yes. It's best when she goes out as an assassin. On the roofs or in the bayou. I think she was more relaxed that way. Can you imagine? You're only relaxed when you're going to kill someone.
Let's stick to memories rather than imagination. What about the slaves?
They're kind of just everywhere. I mean, that sounds bad. Slavery is bad, but no one's acting like slavery's bad. It's fun when she frees slaves. Is it supposed to be fun?
We're not looking for supposed to. Focus on what it is.
Так, мы тут были. Предлагаю спуститься вниз, посмотреть, что у нас тут есть, есть ли тут вообще что-то. Или это просто типа как выход? Нет. Все-таки есть компьютер. Даже два. О, наконец-то. Человенькая.
So, this will be a short one, Dad. Something to remember me by if things go south. If I don't make it out of the temple today. I've tried to be optimistic about all this, but I just can't. I think spending all this time in Connor's memories has made me anxious. I mean, his story is so painful in so many ways. Still, he never lost hope. Even when his faith in others eroded. I can only believe that what we are doing is the right thing. That I can stop this disaster. I know this. I mean, the technology is there, waiting for us to use it. I'm the final piece of the puzzle. Something in my genes, or my memories,
Some final piece of code to switch the whole thing on. That's why I'm here. That's why they brought me here. Only, I don't know what I'll have to give up in return. My sanity, my life, it's impossible to say. I do know this. Our battle with the Templars will not be over. Whatever's inside that temple is not an ending. It's just another chapter in this endless story. And it'll be your job, and Mom's, and Sean's, and Rebecca's, to keep turning the pages. You know, I keep thinking about something Orson Welles once said. Something like, if you want a happy ending, it all depends on where you stop telling your story. So maybe that's the answer. Maybe that's how people keep marching forward. If something goes wrong in their dad, something happens to me. When you tell my story years from now, please tell them the one about how I lost my way, and then I found it again. Just in time to save the world. And just end it there. That'll keep everyone smiling. Goodbye, Dad. Say hello to Mom. Tell her I love her, okay? Tell her I love you both. I love you both.
Ебаный в рот, я не могу найти здесь тупик, где есть. Мне на другую сторону. Там как раз она есть. Ой, какая же это дичь, еб вашу дивизию. Это пиздец. Заманал это равно. Ну просто до тупика, чтобы это поймать, надо как-то добраться. Чтобы до него добраться, это пиздец. Тут везде просто кругали мотаются и все. Наконец-то. Уф. Последние компьютеры идут. Но я все еще 3 бумажки не нашел. Так. 5 пока осталось. Можем сходить в последнее место, которое нам доступно, мы не исследовали. Подвал. В принципе, только подвал остался. Кстати, вот эта стрелочка, что она показывает? Может, она на записке вот эти показывает? А это толчки, да? Ничего нету. Ну, просто зайти проверить, чё бы нет. Кто знает. Так, и с этой стороны вокруг. Тут ничего, там ничего. Так, тут же что же нету, да? А не, вот есть. Я не заметил. Я не заметил просто. Осталось 2 заметки. Так, и последнее место. Это подвал. Или серверная. Спускаемся. Давайте сначала тут глянем, что у нас есть. Пока все ли мы у всех повзламывали и пропустили ли бумажечку вот эту. Заметки. Теперь наш ПК, который был, можем взломать, потому что переехали мы, да? Начнем давай справа. Зашибись. Вот такой мне нравится. За 2 секунды. Так, и 4 компьютера остается.
Surrogate Initiative, Test Session 27, October 21st, 1980. Host Eileen Bach, DNA sample SB1970.
Miriam, There is no good reason for you to be here. But your intransigence requires that I detain you until you give me information I can act upon. The location of the artifact, perhaps, or the whereabouts of your leader, Dr. Shing. Just a little something to give Minister Goebbels some encouragement that we are on the right track.
How about a nice hug? He looks so sad in all his photographs.
Yes, he does, doesn't he? Perhaps you could pay him a visit yourself. He likes beautiful women. Actresses, musicians.
Pirates?
That's right, pirates. Pirates of the Edelweiss. Isn't that what you kids call yourselves? It's very amusing. And illegal, of course.
Breaking Hitler's laws is half the fun.
Oh, I imagine so. I imagine you were having a wonderful time just before we captured you and your insurgent friends.
And that's the end of it.
Damn it. Why can't we sustain the signal for more than just a few minutes? I need to relax.
That's not the issue. This is dangerous work. These memories aren't in your bloodline. That's why it's not holding.
There's got to be a solution.
Any idea what they mean by the artifact? I've heard it a few times now.
Not sure. I don't think Miriam knew either. Not much comes into her mind when she asks about it.
But she's protecting the other members of her group, the Edelweiss Pirates or something?
Yeah. Bartol Schink. Have we looked him up?
No, we can.
We should. Put your intern on it.
Right. High priority.
Yeah. This isn't getting any easier. Jesus.
Hello?
Hi, Seamus. It's Mom.
Hey.
How are you?
Dad! It's Mom!
Hello, Eileen.
Hi, Carl. How's Seamus?
Great. We were out shopping for school clothes.
Yeah. The summer just sped by.
They all do.
I never seem to notice. No windows in the office.
Right. Trapped in a lab. So, did you need to talk?
Yes, sorry. I was curious about your mother, actually.
Oh. Okay.
How much did she talk about the war when you were growing up?
Not often. Bits and pieces. Why?
I was doing some research last week about World War II, and something came up about the Edelweiss Pirates, or the Navajos, and your mother's name popped up.
Really? That's an odd coincidence.
Does any of that ring a bell?
Yeah. Mom ran with that group while the war was on. There were a group of kids who wanted to avoid the Hitler Youth programs, but in later years they escalated their activities to, bigger ideas like vandalism and sabotage.
But why Navajos and pirates?
Just some of the names they used. Navajos, Edelweiss Pirates, you know, kids. There were little pins, little white flowers. I may still have hers.
That's interesting.
And this is for work? Researching my mother?
Not exactly, but... Sorry, I can't talk about it.
Right. You never could.
Hey, don't. I didn't mean to be flippant.
No. Don't mind me. All for the greater good.
I like to think so.
Power down. You all right?
Damn it! 5 months of this bullshit! We're floundering.
Take it easy, Eileen. You're just stressed.
I am not stressed. I'm frustrated. I'd like to go again this afternoon.
No. There is no reason to rush this.
We're hardly rushing. We're running into the same wall over and over again. Why can't we push through? Why can't you keep me in Animus longer than 2 minutes?
Because surrogate genetic memory data is fragile. The EEG is exploding and your brain is doing too much work. The longer you stay in, the more damage it does. It's even possible that...
Possible that...
It's possible the memories we're digging into could eventually overwrite your own. Like information on a tape drive. There's just not enough space in your head to do both.
Here I come to save the day! Good afternoon, all.
Did you invite him?
No.
But you did. Remember?
That was months ago, Warren. What do you need?
I wanted to stop by. Check on your progress.
Well, apparently it's still too dangerous to keep me under for more than a few minutes.
I always suspected that would be your biggest hurdle. The genetic memory sequencing is the easy part, if time-consuming. But the replay, that's something else.
Yes?
Let's think this through. My subjects are diving into their own genetic memories, so the information is already encoded in their heads.
Which means the Animus has less work to do. Less computing, less parsing.
Right. So to get your surrogate data working, to let people experience foreign memories, it'll take a hell of a lot more processing power than anyone has. Even Abstergo Industries.
Ideally, we'd like to build an external processor that mirrors as many brain functions as possible. Something to handle the calculations.
But the cost and upkeep of that would be
astronomical. Let me see what I can do. I have some sway with Lillian. We won't build Rome in a day, but if we focus on the pretty buildings first, maybe we'll achieve something.
Thank you, Warren.
Till next, folks.
Так. И 4 компа у нас остается, да? Так, все мы тут осмотрели. Последние 2 комнатки. Ага. Анимус наш, да? Блин, не хотел возвращаться, ну ладно. Думал, выбор будет.
Gentlemen, how do you find it here?
It will work for us. But our goal must be to scatter our operations. To live and work among the people we protect, just as Altair Ben Lahad once counseled.
Well, until that time, it's yours as you see fit.
Edward, Captain Woods Rogers survived his wounds. He has since returned to England, shamed and in great debt, but no less a threat.
I will finish that job when I return. You have my word. Evening, Anne.
Edward?
I'll be sailing for London in the next few months. I'd be a hopeful man if you were beside me.
England's the wrong way around the globe for an Irish woman.
Will you stay with the assassins?
No, I haven't got that kind of conviction in my heart. You?
In time, aye. When my mind is settled and my blood is cooled.
Sail ho! Coming into the cove!
You're a good man, Edward. And if you learn to keep settled in one place for more than a week, you'll make a fine father too. Of all the money that e'er I had, I spent it in good company, and all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So felt me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Oh, all the moments that e'er I had, they're sorry for my going, and all the sweet that e'er I've loved, they'd wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls into my lot that I should rise and you. I'll gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be with you all. Good night and joy be with you all.
Father, did you always know how to sail a boat?
The Jackdaw is a ship, Jenny, not a boat.
But did you always know?
No. No, I learned after leaving Bristol.
After you left Mother?
Well, I didn't leave without saying goodbye, that is. It was an arrangement, you see, between your mother and me.
She said you left her. She said you always talked about sailing a boat and making money in the New World.
I did always want to sail a ship. That's true. But not for a laugh. To support us. And take care of her. And you.
Not me. Mother said you didn't know about me. She said you wrote only once a year and that she never knew where to find you.
That's all true, and I'm sorry for that. If I'd known earlier, I might have come home. I hope that I would have.
Well, you were busy. That's what I think.
I was, but that wouldn't have mattered.
Can I steal your boat?
Boat? I see no boat here. Do you?
I mean ship, obviously. I don't see the difference anyway.
Ah, it's a very simple one, Jenny. A ship can carry a boat, but a boat cannot carry a ship.
Why then, everything is a ship. Large and small. But for my toy boat, the one I take into the bath with me.
That's a clever way of seeing it. Is it hard to talk about Caroline, Jenny? About your mother?
No. She passed some years ago. I miss her, but it's all right.
Was she in pain?
I don't know. I don't think so. She was very happy for quite some time. Then, not so happy. I didn't see her much after that. Then, she was gone.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I wasn't there for you.
It's all right. You're here now. And we're on an adventure.
Only a little one, I hope. Can't handle too many more surprises.
Do you think we'll see a whale?
Yes, there's a very good chance.
And what about pirates? Will I see pirates?
No. Not much chance of that, I think.
Oh, that's rather sad. I should have liked to have seen one.
Tell you what, Jenny. As soon as these winds die a little, I'll let you steer the Jackdaw. One little trick of the helm before sundown.
Yay!
Miss Jennifer Kenway, may I introduce myself?
Jennifer Scott, if you please.
I'm sorry,
My daughter was raised by her mother, Caroline, until she passed away some years ago. Jenny prefers to use her surname to mine.
Ah, Please forgive my ignorance.
I will. She may not.
Father, help me.
This little rascal, however, is a Kenway. What's wrong, Hafen?
I can't see the stage.
Up we go. How's that?
Fine. But won't your arms tire?
Hey, I'm not so old as that. But if they do, then we shall quit this posh gig and go and meet your mother for some chocolate at White's. How's that sound?
Yes, please.
Okay, hush now.
Вау, у нас титры закончились. Я не знаю, сколько прошло. В смысле? Типа, я не все здесь сделал? Интересненько. Ну, задание от тамплиеров, Стелла Ма, я уже все это позабирал. Мне просто интересно, типа, я же это все залутал. И это я все сделал. Да, все, поздравляем, вы прошли игру. Все, мы прошли Assassin's Creed 4. Ну что ж, было прям офигенно. И ностальгия взяла, сколько лет прошло, особенно когда сейчас говорят, что будет релиз переиздания Assassin's Creed 4. Вот это будет интересненько, с новой графикой, обновленным сюжетом. А сейчас пока что мы закончили прохождение старой части. Ну что, на этом все.